No.
Good morning and welcome to St John Ambulance National Headquarters. I'm Robert Nesbitt and with me this morning is Jamie Bollard. This is our second Facebook Live, and at the end of our first Facebook Live we gave you an indication of how to use a AED on an infant, and what we thought we would do is we would expand on that. So Jamie, over to you.
Yeah. So, come across an infant. So an infant is any child less than 1 or greater than 1 month old. So we come across an infant who is unresponsive. So first thing we're going to do is check for responsiveness. So baby, can you hear me? Baby, can you hear me? Make sure a good loud clap over the baby. Baby, can you hear me? Baby, can you hear me? So just tapping the feet, soles of the feet, because they're more sensitive on the baby. So no response. So we're going to do the head tilt chin lift like we would do in an adult, but with less force. So just a hand on top of the forehead, 2 fingers underneath the chin, and tilt the head back just slightly. And look in the area for any foreign bodies, such as anything the baby could have eaten, like food, liquid, or any toys or marbles. So the airway is clear. Now we're going to look, listen, and feel for breathing for no more than 10 seconds. So we're looking for chest rise. We're feeling with our cheek for any breath, and we're also listening with our ears for any breathing. There's no breathing there. Colour of the face will be like blue, pale, grey, and lips will be very blue. So there's no circulation. Robert, can you go call an ambulance for me and get me the AED downstairs, please?
Okay.
So we're going to start off with 5 initial breaths, because most of the time the baby going into cardiac arrest is because of respiratory problem, where their airways are swollen or they've choked on something. So we're going to cover the mouth and the nose with our mouth, and blow in just for less than a second, just to see the chest rise. So 5 breaths. Now place the hand underneath the baby's neck to support the neck. The baby's head is a big proportion of the baby, so when you're doing the CPR, it's important that the head's not going up and down. 2 fingers in the centre of the chest on the breastbone, between the nipple line. Straight down, and you're going to push hard and fast at a rate of 100 to 120 per minute at a speed. And you're aiming to go down about 1/3 of the depth of the baby, which is about 2 to 3 centimetres. You do this 30 times. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And go back to the 2 breaths. So head tilt chin lift again, cover the mouth and the nose. 2 breaths, and back on the chest. So you're doing this until the AED arrives, or until the ambulance arrives and takes over. If you get too tired to continue, or if the baby starts breathing again. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and back to 2 breaths.
So
the AED's arrived.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's perfect. Thanks, Robert. Can you go wait for the ambulance, please?
Yeah.
Let's take the AED out. It's very unlikely that you'll ever have to shock an infant, but we're going to show you how to anyway. So the pad that would normally go on an adult on the picture, down the bottom, will go on the front, on the chest of the baby. Just like that. Then the second pad, which would normally go up on the shoulder for an adult, goes just on the back, between the shoulder blades. So roll your baby over, and between the shoulder blades there. So these are adult pads, and they can be used on children this way. Switch on your machine.
Adult patient.
Press the pediatric
Child
button
patient.
if the baby
Apply
has
pads
it.
to child's back
So
and
babies
chest
don't
as
have it.
shown in the picture.
No need to worry, you can still use this AED.
Apply pads to child's back and chest as shown in the pictures.
So just double check the pads are on.
Press pads firmly on skin.
And we're staying
Apply
clear.
pads to child's back and chest as shown in the pictures.
Sometimes this
Press
happens.
pads firmly on skin. Do not touch
There
the
we go.
patient. Analyzing
Do not
heart
touch,
rhythm.
so no one touches this patient.
Do
because
not
if we
touch
touch
the
this
patient.
baby,
Analyzing heart
It's going to pick
rhythm.
up our heart rhythm.
Shock
So
advised.
shock advised.
Do
So
not
only
touch the
this
patient.
So everyone stand clear.
Everyone
It's very
clear.
important everyone is kept clear at this point.
Press the flashing shock button.
Buttons flashing. Everyone clear.
Press the shock.
Shock delivered. The baby
Shock
will jerk a
delivered.
bit. It's now
Begin
safe to
CPR.
touch the baby. So back to the centre chest. You can do over the pad now. And it's 1, 2.
10,
And you have a little metronome here as well that you can go along.
20, 30. Give 2 breath.
Anyone have any
10.
questions for us that you'd like to ask?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
20,
Do all the AEDs have that clicking noise?
Not all of them, but the
30.
majority would
Give
have it.
2 breath.
So as long as you keep in time with the machine,
You
you're
keep in
doing
time
it at the
machine.
speed.
You're doing at the correct speed of 100 to 120 per minute.
10, 20,
If your hands get
30.
tired, you can always stop your
Give
hands
breath.
too. So
Okay,
keep doing this until the ambulance arrives or the baby wakes up. As the baby recovers, you can leave the pads on, but just keep the baby on his side if they're unresponsive in what's known as the recovery position for a baby. So wrap the legs around your elbow, support the back of the head and the torso, one hand there, and just bring his hand up like this. And you're holding the baby slightly down in case any vomit comes up. That's what you do when the baby recovers. And you can also hand it back to the parents or the guardians. They might be more comfortable with the parent. Any questions?
Lovely. No, I can't see any questions at the moment, but if questions comes in, I'll ask when you're sitting down.
Perfect, thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you, Robert.
So there's more and more AEDs appearing around Dublin,
Yeah,
and some of these are being sponsored by companies or by individuals and that type of thing.
yeah. So there's loads of companies out there putting ADs on their walls, public access, or buying ADs for the workplace. So it's very important to get an AD in a workplace or even public access ADs 24/7 because an AD can save a life because every minute counts.
The AEDs are very easy to use, they're idiot proof, you switch them on, you follow the instructions. We've given you an indication of one of the pieces of training that we do. We have a baby and toddler first aid course and it takes place every second Saturday, and there's a course in the morning and in the afternoon. On the course it covers various items: accident prevention, bleeding and fractures, resuscitation sequence, head injuries, stings and bites, poisons and seizures, burns and scalds, shock, drowning, electrical incidents. There are other elements in them, we don't have the whole thing up here. The class is interactive. We encourage the people who come along to it to talk to our instructor, give them scenarios, and then our instructor helps them out as much as possible. The course is geared towards expectant mothers or maybe child minors or grandparents who are looking after baby and toddlers, but all are welcome. I think that covers everything for today. If you go onto our website, you're able to click into it. Under courses, you're able to find our baby and toddler, and when you go in there, you can see the dates and the times and can book directly on the website. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. Until then, thank you.